Monday morning. My name's Matthew Buckley, the Chief Investment Strategist here at Wealth Creation Investing, and welcome to today's Monday Market Outlook. The market's got a rip your face off rally going right now. Why? Who knows? Last week, probably a relief rally from what happened on Friday. Very interesting week last week. We saw GDP just completely have a heart attack, down to 1.3%. Folks, GDP down at 1.3% is not going to be good for Q3 earnings, and we're about 2 weeks out from Alcoa kicking off the beginning, quote-unquote, unofficially kicking off Q3 earnings. We saw durable goods fall out of bed. We saw personal income decrease while personal spending increased, which is just a recipe for disaster. And one of the reasons, folks, and the negative 5 pound heads you watch on TV really don't get into this or did get into this, is personal spending went up mainly because things are getting pricier, such as gas. So, of course, personal spending has to go up when things get a little more expensive, while income is going down. That's just an absolute recipe for a train wreck. So, of course, here at WCI and at Top Gun Options, we know there's a train wreck coming. So this week is going to be interesting. First of all, today, what's going on today? Some ISM manufacturing numbers came out this morning. Some were good, some were bad. This one, interesting. Construction spending. So for all the housing bulls over the past 2 weeks that have been, saying everything's going through the roof, well, guess what? This went through the basement. So we're seeing conflicting news out of housing. And even Mr. Schiller, yes, that Schiller from the Case-Shiller Index, the Yale economist, he said, yeah, no way. We're not even close to a recovery in housing. If we were 50 feet underwater, we might be 48 right now, but you're still drowning. But here's going to be an interesting thing today. At 12:30, the Fed chief, Bernanke, is going to speak. Helicopter Ben. He, of course, put the Bernanke put into this market, saying there is no hell, QE3 infinity. And not only, folks, are they buying mortgage-backed securities unended, meaning $40 billion a month. It's like Doritos. Crunch all you want and we'll make more. So he's also continuing what happened last time, Operation Twist. So buying, longer dated treasuries and selling shorter ones to keep interest rates low. And we've discussed this ad nauseum. And nauseum is a good word because it makes me sick. Low interest rates don't help anybody who actually need it right now. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter how low interest rates are right now, folks. If banks are going to sit on hobs of cash and not lend, it's not going to help our economy, period. And many of you know that I speak around the country, around the world to businesses. I help businesses do strategic planning, everything like that. Nobody's hiring, folks. They are not hiring because they are uncertain about what the tax code is going to say next year. They are uncertain because they don't know who's going to win the election, and they also don't know what's going to happen on January 1st with our fiscal cliff. So businesses aren't hiring, banks aren't lending, and the market's going up. Got it. That's just a recipe for absolute happiness, isn't it? Negative. The biggest thing, some other stuff going on throughout the week, some earnings from like Monsanto, Marriott, and Family Dollar. That'll be an interesting cross section of the economy, from ag to services to services, Family Dollar. But also the first presidential debate hits on Wednesday night. And also on Wednesday, ADP is going to release its payroll survey, which means what? September 5th, this Friday, is the all-important jobs numbers for September. So this Friday, the biggest market-moving event is going to be right up here, non-farm payroll, but also the unemployment rate. Is it going to go up to, it was 8.1. They're looking for it to go up to 8.2. Remember, folks, this can go down like it did last time, and it'd be horrible news because more people are just throwing up their hands in the air. They're getting the Obama phone, and they're living off of the government. They're filing for disability, Social Security disability. So when unemployment goes down, folks, it's not necessarily a good thing. It can be a horrible thing. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on the report on Friday. Thursday, actually, some same-store sales, which will be interesting to see as well on Thursday. So make sure we're gonna cover that one. And also, the Fed releases the minutes of their meeting. From September. So that'll be interesting reading as well to see who, all these Fed people are starting to come out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, I'm John Kerry. I voted against QE3 Infinity before I voted for it." So they're all running around right now trying to cover their ass. Excuse my French. What else is going on? Well, folks, I'm glad Barron's finally woke up this weekend in their options section. Get ready for a volatility shock. Well, guess what, Barron's? We've been doing that at Top Gun Options and Wealth Creation with options for a long time. We've had our hedges on in the VIX, the VXX, USO, SDS, and they've been working out. They've been working out great. So I'm glad Barron's is finally coming around to the fact that you need to prepare for volatility shock because of the fiscal cliff, because of the elections. Looks like Netanyahu's kind of drawing a red line in the sand, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. Him, attacking Iran and Iran wiping him off the face of the earth. That's good stuff. But again, folks, I'm looking at Apple here. Let's get the VIX up. We're at 5-year lows, especially on a day like today, where vol's down 1.5 points. 5-year lows. If you're not buying hurricane insurance when the sun's shining, you're doing it wrong. And let me get rid of my studies here. And folks, obviously, everybody who trades with me for any period of time knows my VIX story and how this thing works. It's mean reverting, meaning essentially, short story long, periods of volatility tend to repeat. Anybody see a trend here? Delta, delta, delta. Mini delta, and then what I see coming is a huge another one of these right triangles coming. Okay, so I strongly recommend if you're trading this market solo, you're either probably wiped out by now or you have a headache. Well, go to this link right here, and I'll have the video redirect to it. For $15, you can get 2 weeks of test flying into the Top Gun Options Intermediate and Advanced live trade briefs and trade alerts, and I'll also give you access to primary as well. And folks, we're just absolutely crushing it on about $50,000 in model portfolio capital or haircut that we're using. We're up nearly 200%, folks. And again, so let's take a look at performance real quick. Let's go from the time range from when I took over the model portfolio here in March at Top Gun Options, March 1st through today. And again, it's based on average of using $45,000 to $55,000 in haircut. And let's just round up and say 50,000 or find the average, and we're up about $99,000, folks. That's some pretty cool. That's performance, that's risk management, that's superior execution. So if your head hurts and you're getting blown around in this market, I strongly recommend you throw $15 at it, which about covers the cost. Actually, it's a loss leader, but just need to get you in the door and show you what we're doing here at Top Gun Options, because I've been in your retail trading booths. It hurts. You're clueless. You don't have a clue what's going on, and you see conflicting news. Last week, the market was actually going down on good news on Monday and Tuesday, or it was going up on bad news, and then later in the week was going down on good news. And then Friday, it was kind of a bad news is bad news day. So it's all over the place, but as long as you're hedged, you can potentially make money in any market condition. You may not make the most, and you're not going to lose the most, but you're hedged. So if the end of the world comes tomorrow, you're going to be okay. If the second coming happens tomorrow, you're going to be okay. But folks in this environment who are swinging for the fences, going all in on direction, are going to get wiped out. Now is the best time to be trading options. Okay. Gone too long. Sorry for the long Monday market outlook, but a ton going on in the market. And as I said, we're having an absolute blast here at Top Gun Options and Wealth Creation with options. So give us a test flight, folks. Check us out. And I got to get back to trading here. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with tomorrow's Top Gun Options sit rep.